Hello, everybody. Welcome once again to the lair. I hope everyone is doing okay. I hope everyone is having a good time. So, let's begin with this video. So, last Sunday, I decided to pop in a movie I hadn't watched in a while. That movie, as you can see in the title and the thumbnail, is Monster House. This movie came out way back in 2026, and it's crazy to say that this movie is already 20 years old. I still remember every time I saw a TV spot showing up on my TV and being so, maybe not excited, but curious about this movie and what it would actually be. Because if I'm honest with you, I actually thought that Monster House was a movie about monsters living inside a house. I don't know what is the reason to this, but I was always afraid of the scene where Chowder was like fake choking himself. Every time that TV spot showed up with that scene in it, it made me feel scared. I don't know why. It was weird. I remember my dad actually buying a bootleg version of it, and I watched the movie and I just directly fell in love with this because it was something we didn't really see at that time. It wasn't very common. And then eventually the actual DVD came out and I begged for my dad to buy it to me. And he said, no, you already have a copy at home. A copy which is a bootleg, a can recorded version. Still, thanks to that, I loved that movie, but I really would have wanted, and maybe I can still be able to find a copy. But when it came out, it was like the whole hype of it because, as I said, it was something that you really didn't see that often. I remember becoming so obsessed with this movie that I remember there was a particular scene where the house is actually it's luring something or someone. It's actually the dummy scene when they're actually moving the dummy into the house and the house actually starts to pull out its tongue. And I don't know if you remember this, but I don't even know if they still exist. But those bendable rulers, I remember getting one at school and I was like playing with it all the time. But then when Monster House came out, I remember that I would like fake that was like the tongue of the house. I would roll up the ruler and then let it unroll out, mimicking that scene. And I kind of got in trouble once because the teacher actually saw I was playing with it and she was like, "What are you doing?" And then watching this movie 20 years later, it's actually, wow, it's an animated movie that stands up so well today. And every time I watch or rewatch a movie that I've watched way back, I kind of suddenly become obsessed with it. And so knowing that this wasn't actually like a common animated movie that would have been done. They actually used mocap and they actually used real actors to, all those movements from the characters are actually the people, the actors actually doing all that stuff. And that is something that fascinates me. It makes me go, wow, it's like, wow, I can't believe they did this way back in 2006. It's just crazy, for someone to make an animated movie in this way. And I'm pretty sure maybe it's been done in other movies, but I really haven't, paid attention to it, or I haven't dived into behind the scenes of some other movies that probably went through the same thing. But this is so, it's so special for me because it's one of my favorite animated movies, and to know that they actually did it this way, it's just insane. It's just crazy. I also love the score of this movie. I mean, the boom 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 boom. It had that horror-esque tone to it, so this is like a horror animated movie, but it's not completely, it's like family friendly horror. And that's one of the other things I really love about this movie. Like, you can watch it anytime, it's scary but not as scary. It gets you some laughs and stuff. It even has that, like heartbreaking moment when Nebra Cracker hugs her ghost wife for the final time. Watching it made me think this movie should have had a sequel. And so maybe the movie, it does feel like it's a standalone movie, like it's a one and done. So I do respect that. It's like, they wrapped up the whole story. There's nowhere else you can go to. And yeah, okay, I agree on that. I agree. It should be a one and done, and that's fine with me. But it would have probably been interesting if we saw a part 2. Although I wouldn't know where it would go. As I said, it's just a one and done, but maybe the kids finding out that there are other cases of haunted houses like that. Something I do want to mention, and I think it's something that kind of did bother me, not only this time but other previous times I watched the movie, and it is the fact that only these main characters are actually aware of the house being haunted. Like when the house actually, grows its hands or whatever and starts to walk all over the neighborhood, like no one else gets out of their house to see what is going on or anything. So like it's like if the neighborhood doesn't even have neighbors. And all of a sudden the house disappears, and then I remember the girl in the trike saying, "What happened to Neighbor-Cracker's house?" And it's like, don't you all live in the same place? I mean, how was no one able to see that a giant house was like walking all over the place? That is the only thing that has never made sense to me, and it's the only thing I don't like about it. But the movie as a whole, like I said, I just love this movie. The characters, the music. It's just something that I would want more of. I can keep watching this one over and over, and I'm never gonna get tired of it. So Halloween is still not close, but when we do get close, I do encourage you to actually add this to your horror movie list if you actually make one, to watch in October, because this is a very, it's unskippable. You should really watch this movie. It's so entertaining. It's for all the family. I think if you want to know more about this movie, I think the art book of Monster House has like a little bit more to dive into. I don't have it, sadly, but I wish I did, because I've seen a video where it does like go deeper and maybe into some deleted scenes. The only deleted scene I found was this alternate scene where the car gets taken in the house. If anyone knows any other deleted scenes, please tell me, because I really do want to know more about this movie. But I guess that is pretty much everything I wanted to talk about. I just wanted to let it out because I just became obsessed with this movie again, mainly with the theme. I'm not gonna stop saying that. I really love the theme of this movie. It's just so haunting, it's so epic. I really love it. But what about you guys? Tell me in the comments below, what do you think of Monster House? Have you actually watched the movie, or haven't you not? If you haven't, stop this video and go watch it, because I promise you, you're gonna love it. As always, give me a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed already, because that helps our channel grow. I hope you're all having a good day. I hope everything is going well in your life. And well, I'll see you guys until the next one. So take care. Bye.